All right, everyone. Graphical user interface. Let me first start with some of the trend. I'm not sure anyone has read an article recently written about the coding class that has been done successfully in high school, well, K through 12. Not high school coding classes has been in place less than a decade, as far as I know. Not all high school, but some good high schools. Last decade or two, there has been a coding class, particularly Java at that time. Recent report written about Carnegie Mellon University's lecture given to K through 12 in Python language, which you are doing. There, the success of the Python coding was because it started with the graphical user interface. Learning graphical user interface, students do not lose any interest in coding. All right. So, so what they do here in Python, actually there are two. The graphical user interface is this. The language itself provide the graphical components already written. In other words, you don't need to create GUI function, GUI methods. You simply pick up some of the GUI methods to display. There's a whole thing that you need to do. What that means is that, therefore, you have to read the API. API, there's a language, there is the acronym application programming interface. So what you need to know is simply how the graphical components can interface your user. You are the developer, your user and the computer, right? So it is on the olden days called library. So something already prepared for you to pick up. So you simply, in order to pick up a book from the real physical library, you need to know what kind of books are available, right? Same thing here in, particularly in graphical user interface, you have to know what's available, right? Um, so there are a lot of the materials available from Google, right? So you can check out the Google. You can type Python, tkinter, tkinter, and also tk. Then you may be able to see there are two types of container. A big container. In the container, you need to display the components. So container can contain another container, which in turn contain another container, and therefore container can contain graphical. So basically, two containers available: canvas and frame. Canvas and frame. Canvas, there is a container that we are going to look at today. By naming, you can draw something, right? Some shapes, figures, even images can be placed using canvas on canvas, okay? On the other hand, the frame is something that you can make business logics. So you can place menus, drill down menus. You can flip one page to another page. It's like typical um, the application software can be built in Frame. Frame will be the container that we will look at later, but today, Canvas. I wanted to read and practice the slide, but what I'm going to do is that today I'm going to look at homework 3. By having this homework 3, you may understand all of the things that we are trying to do. What I'm asking you to do is that you can draw any the animal in your mind, okay, and then draw it in Python language, not drawing in drawing tool. Okay, we have a drawing tool here. So in order to do that, here's my tip. You have to first to draw something in your mind. Okay. So let's say this is a body, and then if you make a head, then you may have a head, and then you may have a tail if you like, and you may have maybe legs, right? And something like this. And then this kind of animal should be, I don't want you to create a new animal. I want you to outline of the animal in your mind that should be similar to the animals that you draw. If it is drawn as detailed as possible, you may get higher score. I was trying to get your input and calculate them, and then the grading is based upon. So each student needs to pick top 5 drawings. Let's say each student vote for 3 products is top tier. Yeah, 3 products, then 3 products are second tier. We have about 10 students, right? So only each student can pick 6 at most. So 3 on top tier, 3 in second tier. And then I collect them and then we'll vote. Finally, I can pick real top tier. Yeah, 3 top tiers from the students poll. And the students pick the right, I mean, the voting that you make is really chosen finally, then you will get the points. I think, yeah, 3 points. All of the points that all of the votes that you make for top tier got in finally top tier 3. Then you will get 9 points, right? 3 times 3, 9 points. And then if it is in the mid, the voter will receive 1 point. Yeah, 3 points and 1 point. Yeah, okay. Receive a top tier. Okay, so those who are picked on top will receive 5 points. Okay, and those who vote receive 5 points if it is picked up by top tier. And then if it is picked up by second tier, then the voter will receive 1. And then the delegates who chosen will receive 3 points if you are in the top second tier. If you are chosen to be in the first tier, then you will receive 5 points, something like that. Okay, this formula will be elaborated more. It should make sense. I'm not sure this makes sense because without the real example, it's very hard to see. But basic idea is like this. All right, so we have to make this on the real exercise.